And okay, welcome back everyone to Strange Planet Podcast. It's been a rather dark week this past week in America as we have lost a lot of major lifelong seemingly talent here. We had Peter Cullen, who people know is the prominent voice of Optimus Prime, and he's even done a bunch of cartoon shows and stuff too. Believe it or not, I just found this out recently. He's done the voice of Eeyore for since like 1988. I never
Oh,
even
wow.
knew that. Yeah, on
Cool.
the Christopher Robin, the Winnie the Pooh. I never
Yeah.
even knew that. And we lost Dolly Parton.
Yep.
We lost Hayden Panettiere, and
Tim Curry.
definitely Tim Curry, legendary villain there. Yeah. So it's been a strange. They normally say it comes in threes. I guess this time it came in five or sixes because that was talk about unexpected and let alone all at once. So we wish them their families the best and deepest condolences. And it's never, it's always sad to see this kind of thing happen. And Hayden Panettiere was another legend too. Everybody mostly knows her from the show about 15 years or so ago. Heroes, I believe, was probably one of her biggest ones. And she was in a bunch of other movies and stuff. And she was a singer as well too. But yeah, that's never fun. It's always sad to report these kind of things. But like I said, we wish the families deepest condolences and during this dark time, Moving on, Donald Trump. Once again, there's just never anything. Anytime that name comes up, there's just never anything positive to follow. You ever notice that? It just never happens. So like, where do we even begin with this fucking clown today? Besides him pissing off Canada, which we used to have free trade with, but now doesn't look like that's going to be a thing anymore. So, what do you guys think about before we dive too deep? What do we think about this?
I mean, it's just another grift from the king of grifters.
Pretty much.
And the worst part is he's screwing over this entire country in the process.
Yeah, basically.
Everyday Americans are going to get screwed over because he wants to grift Canada, one of our closest friends and neighbors. Here's my problem. He's going to ruin this relationship with one of our, closest friends and allies, Canada, and that's going to ruin tensions between us and them. So we're not going to be like, oh yeah, Canadians. We're going to be like fucking Canadians, and that's how it's going to be from this point on. It's oh my god, it's just the things he's going to start by doing what he's doing, and you see it, and nothing good is going to come from this. And he's representing us, even though we don't agree with what he's doing. And the fact that takes precedent over what us as Americans want, giving us a bad name, and I don't like it.
You know what us as Americans want? We want affordable prices.
And healthcare.
And well, forget healthcare.
Housing and fucking I want my electric bill not to be $1,000 a month. And
forget that for a second though. Like we can't get Canadian goods for cheap. We have to have, I guess there was like a tariff on imported beef that I guess he's excusing from it, which domestic beef producers aren't happy about. But overall, all tariffs do is make us pay more.
Basically.
So what we need to do is let Trump know that we're not happy with that during the midterm elections.
Yes,
like,
that is 100% right.
The House needs to flip and the Senate needs to flip.
You're right.
To send a strong message that, this economy is not working for the vast majority of Americans.
Not.
Like
100%.
we need change. We need, tariffs to go away.
Serious
we need prices to
fucking
come down. That's pretty much should be the ball game for November. But they're gonna try to distract with as many, ridiculous issues like transgender issues and all that stuff.
Right.
They're just trying
all
to
the hot
distract.
take shit.
Yeah, they're just trying to distract from the fact that the economy sucks and Trump is
Responsible.
seemingly ruining it on purpose.
Yeah,
Like,
but for real though, it is. It's purposely done at this point for personal gain too.
Yep. Yep.
That's the sad part. So, like, I hate to say this, and I brought this up in the past too. We're in a situation here that we've never been in before. If this doesn't get corrected the first time, say 10 years from now, say 8 years from now, there's another Trump and he's not as stupid as Trump. That's the end of America, straight up. If Trump wasn't a fucking moron and was actually smart, it would be now. I
Yeah.
almost feel like it would be the end of America as we know it now, pretty much. But because he's so incompetent, so stupid, so self-centered, and so greedy, luckily there's some wiggle room here. You know what I mean? Like Rook was saying, hopefully things do tend to flip come November, and then that'll not only be a standing point but also an example. So this way, this bullshit, you know what I mean? If it does happen again, it'll be corrected. But I hate to say it, it just takes so long for anything to ever get done in America, ever.
And you need to have the perfect set of circumstances. Like, it'll be great once we get the House and the Senate flipped, because then we'll have a modicum of control over what's going on in this country.
Right,
But
right.
right now, I feel like, we're in a roller coaster with just our hands in the air, like, wee, screaming our fucking heads off, because that's all we can do at this point.
Yeah. Or even worse,
Once,
it kind of feels like the house is on fire and the fire department pulled up, but we're just watching the house burn down together.
yeah, they're
You know what I
discussing
mean?
they're discussing policies before even putting any water on the
Yeah,
building.
exactly. So, like, what good is anything going to be if the house is burned to the ground? You know what I mean? It's too late then. You
Yeah.
should have extinguished it when it was still up. You know what I mean? That's like an entire metaphor for what America is right now, in a sense, you know? And actually, on another irrelevant note, I'm sure you guys heard earlier this week, you know about that fucking clown, Jake Lang or whatever? Did you hear about that?
No.
all
Apparently, he
right,
went
yeah.
on some racist little tyrant or whatever, and some dude in a Spider-Man costume jumped in and beat the crap out of him. Yeah, he was released, rightfully so, and I think that piece of shit is still locked up as we speak. But yeah, these are all current events in America right
Yeah.
now. But like, unbelievable how, like, see, that's the problem with America right there, though. Why did he think that was okay? Because Trump would be fine with
I
that,
mean,
clearly.
based on some of the shit that's been happening this past year, I don't understand how people think anything can be okay. We
It's
got
true.
we got kids taking over fucking businesses just by walking in and fucking being, obnoxious, and then, what can you do? They're fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's a point where the protections for people become the weapons for those who know how to wield them.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of finish our previous point. Is like, once we get the House and the Senate, that's great and all, but we still need to get the executive branch and fucking the Supreme Court on fucking
Yeah, that's
on
kind
the
of true
right
too.
side too. Once we have all four of those, we'll be in much better shape, and we can protect ourselves or try to protect ourselves from this happening again. But that's a different story.
I don't
Getting back
mean
to
to
what
I don't mean to pop a balloon in that theory, but the Supreme Court part of that, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Because that's a retirement home. They stay there until they die.
I'm just saying
Yeah, you
that
know what I
needs
mean?
to flip also.
Yeah,
The,
like
the
there should be
fact
term
that
limits.
Yeah, because once we start getting to the point where we need to change the laws to prevent, another Trump or another smarter Trump from happening, some of it's gonna have to go through them. They're
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Oh no, I don't have time for
Hmm.
this right now.
Well,
Really?
yeah, I mean,
Where's Mitch? I need to talk to Mitch."
Who knows? It's like, where's Waldo at this point?
Exactly. It's just, but it's it's definitely getting to a point where we're seeing things happen in real time. Like that girl that got stabbed on a fucking subway train, and no one did shit to help her. This fucking
oh,
beautiful girl who's sitting down, some dude who's,
That's sad. That's sick. I didn't hear this though. Really?
no, you didn't see this one? This was like
Nah,
a
I
few
didn't
months
see that
ago.
one.
There's like some girl sitting in a seat, and some dude's behind her,
And where
or
was
like he
this?
gets, it was on a subway.
Like in the city or like in New York, or was it?
I think it was in the city. Yeah,
No shit, really.
yeah. Girl got fucking stabbed in the throat by this dude. He just goes in there and yank and just walks away. Everyone just fucking sits there while she's like, oh, oh, oh.
Jesus Christ! I'm guessing she didn't make it.
No,
That's fucked up.
it's fucked up. All
But
she
see,
does was all she was doing
that's
is sitting there. She was talking to the dude. She was minding her own fucking business. And this is the same kind of shit that goes. You see these like YouTube fucking channels where people walk around just punching people in the face. Oh, it's a prank. No, it's not.
yeah. I'll show you
It's
a
to a
prank
Since
phone
when
point
call
is
and
where
pull that
assault a
shit.
prank?
I know
Yeah, right.
it's getting to a point where
Try that shit here.
what's acceptable has gone beyond the limits of what should be called acceptable. But
Well, see, the problem too, I've noticed, is not only that Trump is such a piece of shit.
mm,
The real problem also is the fact that it's like kind of infected some of the people, mostly MAGA idiots.
well, there's no accountability,
And
and if
that's
they're like,
yes,
if everyone can get away with shit, fuck it,
yes.
you know.
That's the bottom line in the end too, because they figure if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? And there's no consequences and there's no rules. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So like, but see, that's what the problem. If people want to see real change in any country, not just this circus of a nation, the real change really starts with you.
Yeah,
If
the
you think
problem
about it.
is the big changes we want need everyone to be on board to make that change.
And we can't even do that with
However,
vaccines anymore.
however, all the little changes that these politicians are making are benefiting themselves. So
Usually. Yep.
the sad part is in this world, or at least at the moment, in order to do things to benefit yourself, you got to be cutthroat and cheat and steal and lie, and it'll work.
Yeah,
But if you
apparently
want
it's
to make a big
acceptable.
change that'll affect everybody, be good for everybody, you gotta have everybody on board. And if
Yeah, for
one
real.
person ruins the pot, there you go.
Brooke, I think you were about to say something earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone might have cut you off. I was just checking.
No, I
Tapping in.
forgot.
Oh, really?
Totally
but that's
forgot.
but that's the
We,
real.
we went from one topic to another,
We
and
kept moving. Yeah, and
yeah, I don't remember.
it got left
Yeah.
in the dust. It's all good. But see, that's the problem. Like you said, technically there is truth to like it starts with you,
Yeah.
but at the same time, the morale of America right now, I don't. Do you think it could be corrected at this point? Like I don't know. I don't
You would
know.
need
This
you would
country might be
need to
permanently
have
broken.
you would need to have a celebrity who values morality and has the ear of 90% of the people. And then maybe you can get kind of that old moralities back and honor system and fuck chivalry back at some point. But I don't know. We've gone way too far, I think, at this point to bring any of that shit really back.
Yeah, like permanently at least.
Yeah,
You're
because
right.
I mean, like
It's sad because it shouldn't be
indecency,
this way. Yeah.
there's no common sense anymore. There's no fucking
Accountability.
accountability for anything.
Yep.
There's
It's a circus, like I said.
there's no shame.
Yeah.
There's no shame.
That's probably the best way to word it.
There's
really
no
is.
shame.
You could be the
You do
biggest
whatever the fuck you
cat in the
want.
world. Yeah, like
No one
no
give a
shame in the
shit.
game. It's kind of despicable, pretty disgusting if you think about it.
It
And
is.
it almost makes you like not want to be a part of this, you know? Yeah, because like sometimes like if you were to leave the country, say go visit a great country like Italy or something or Denmark, I don't know if I would right away say where I'm from because I don't think we're going to be open, greeted with open arms. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah. There was a
the
time maybe
problem.
10
The
years ago,
problem
15 years
with
ago,
that
maybe.
is, it's like we're not a country of Americans. We're a country of different people from different lands.
All over
So
the
I
world.
mean,
Yeah.
you go to, of course, if you go to like another country and you say, "Oh, I'm from," my grandparents are from Italy, but I'm from America. It's a difference of like, all right, so they now see us as like, oh, so you have no morals and you
Yeah.
have no fucking sense of accountability, and you're basically brain dead because just some of the shit that comes out of the fucking like media and TikTok and all those fucking
Yeah.
how are these people surviving?
Yeah. That's true. And that's another thing too that just like it doesn't give America a good look. Things like social media and fucking look at the things that this country has created in the past couple of years. Like it's nothing really to brag. OnlyFans, like it's banned in China because they actually have morals there now. You know what I mean? So like I just find it just like kind of infuriating in the same sense, you know, because like it's just embarrassing even, you know what I mean, to just be included and thrown into this mix of what we don't even, you know, like follow or want.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And the answers to everything is just tax cuts for the rich and stripping healthcare from Americans. That's the real, at least what's been
Stripping
happening recently.
more than healthcare. They stripped away fucking education. They
Yeah,
stripped
right,
away fucking survivability programs like fucking food stamps and shit like that. They
right.
fucking tore the
Things
whole
people
house down.
need to survive. Right.
And for what? A ballroom
Yeah.
with a fucking
That
fallout shelter under it.
that they'll
That's
Don't
never
fucking
get
forget,
to.
don't
fucking
forget
coward.
a don't forget a new war in the Middle East.
Oh, the
War
new
in the Middle
war,
East,
right? In
and
Iran, yeah, right,
yeah, we're gonna repave a fucking fountain that we're
right,
gonna destroy as we're bringing our friggin' fat ass armada across of it before it's filled in again, and then we're gonna blame some random person who touches it.
right.
It's
It's
you
such
look at it, you look at everything that's happened in just this presidency, not even the last one he was on, and it's just like we are the laughing stock of the world, and
100%.
it has
Yes,
nothing to do with the everyday American people, but the idiot you voted in
right,
is the one that's ruining
right,
it for everybody.
right. But in a sense, I hate to say this rolls back to George Carlin, but like he would have said it and he would have been right. Technically, it is the American people's fault that this happened. They voted him in. So would you expect something magical is going to happen?
Yeah,
We've already had 4 years of nothing. You know what I mean? And now instead of nothing, you got less and higher prices on everything. And I don't
yeah.
know if you heard recently, measles is back. There's over 2,700 cases in the country. It was eradicated for 25 years.
Good
Thanks,
job, John F.
RFK.
Kennedy. Good job.
Yeah, thanks,
Way to make that Kennedy
RFK.
name proud.
Yeah, like this is just so fucking stupid. Like these things should not be happening right now. But it just
Uh,
shows you that instead of moving forward, America is stuck with one foot always behind. And you're never going to be
well,
able to
it's
spring
Right.
forward
No,
and
and
fall
the funny
behind.
part about it was like, oh, we're gonna get rid of DEI, but yet they put the most fucking incompetent people in charge of things.
Right. Yeah, they
Like
just got rid of the things
like
altogether.
Robert F. Kennedy or um, you
dumb.
know, Dr. Oz.
Yeah, like
Like,
what the yeah, does he even have a
Janine
doctorate's degree?
Shapiro. I mean,
oh God.
Oh, that piece of shit. Yeah.
she even
But
deserved to be a fuck. Well,
but at
she's
least
AG, right?
yeah. Well, no, she's
She was a Fox News
I
host.
think she is
No, she was a
a
Fox. I'm saying like right now, she's like some kind of like
Oh,
prosecutor.
yeah.
Shit.
yeah, she's a federal um I think trying to think.
Yeah, I totally
I,
I
forget what
think
the hell it is.
whatever it is, he definitely doesn't fucking deserve to be in that role.
No,
And
of
that's the
course not.
sad part, man. You got
I think it's in DC,
yeah,
like
no, it's DC for sure. Because she was the one that was
um
prosecuting that dude who apparently touched the fucking reflecting pool.
Oh, right. Yeah, she did have a
right,
little
right.
sense on that. That's right. I forgot about that. And then it turned out that there was no vandalism. It was just poor construction due to like Roger Rabbit that
Well, it
probably
was
did the
poor
construction.
construction because whoever did it with shoddy materials, and the fact that he fucking had a whole friggin' train full of fucking cars run over the pool before they refilled it.
Before they refilled
Yeah.
it, right?
It's just like, dude, you might as well just fucking had some dude back of the whole fucking line sitting with a jackhammer, just going.
Good luck selling American products now. That's for sure. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Okay, yeah, no, she's a US attorney. That's why.
Okay,
Oh, is that what it was? All right.
Yeah.
still, man,
But see,
fucking.
that's the scary part, though. The fact that,
But
like, did you ever see any other president in
I mean,
history?
look at Cash Patel in charge of the FBI. Like, what were
Yeah.
his qualifications? The dude that's in charge of Pete Hegseth, fucking Fox News host.
Right?
I'm sorry, that doesn't qualify you to run our Department of Defense, which they renamed the Department of War,
Right?
and
Mr. I want a
they're
Nobel Peace
making good on
Prize.
that.
That definitely fucking
Um,
sends a message right there. we're not being defensive. We're going to attack your shit.
Yeah. But like even that alone, think about this. Like imagine if Joe Biden decided to like just wake up one day and make like one of the anchors from CNN or MSNBC
It,
a political just randomly, you know what? We're gonna put
you,
you in charge of
you
Homeland
can't.
Security.
It's
How do you
sad.
feel?
You can't compare the Democrats and Republicans anymore because it's just so not even night and day kind of fucking different. It's like apples and friggin' tires. It's so fucking different.
Right.
You got the Democrats who are trying to get things right, but at the same time are so open to shit that they're letting things get by that really shouldn't. And then you have the Republicans who have no shame in their game.
At
None.
all. At
None.
all. No matter how,
And
no
will
matter
do
who
whatever it
screws too.
takes to make themselves richer. So they're
Yep.
not even looking to benefit the country, they're looking to benefit themselves. And this is all you red states too. If you're even on this channel by some god fucking miracle and you're listening to this moment, they're fleecing you. Vote blue. Yeah, blue has a little couple issues, but they're not looking to fleece you as bad as the red is. They're taking every
Right.
dollar you have. They're putting these fucking morons in to do these freaking rules for you, and then you wonder why, shit's the way it is.
Right,
But
right. I actually, funny story here. I actually had a minor conversation with one of the MAGA idiots not that long ago.
oh boy,
And you want to know what he actually told me?
what do
He
you say?
says, "Well, which party back during like the Civil War or whatnot was for slavery?" Now, then he would have been right. Technically, it was the Democrats. But now, who is flying the Confederate flag? Is it the Democrats or is it the Republicans?
The Republicans.
Exactly. And if you
Who's
don't believe us, go look at the January 6th tape.
who's taking a whole bunch of immigrant kids from the Spanish country, putting them on a plane and sending them to New York and be like, "Oh, this is your new home."
That comment ended the conversation. Put it that way. He didn't know what to say. He had nothing
Dude,
to say because he knows I was right. You know what I mean? You can't argue facts. 2 + 2 is 4. You can be mad it's 4, but it's not going to change 4.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? So like that's not to be old Mr. I'm right, but it's right in front of you, the answer. Sure, that was then. Was it right? No, but we are hundreds of years from then. Like that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Things have changed serious like
I
in a
mean,
big way.
if
Like
you want to blame people who were slave owners when everybody was slave owners at the time, even black people who haven't managed to get themselves
George
free.
Washington had them.
No, black people weren't slave owners.
Maybe not here, but I
No,
think are
not
you
here.
sure?
Yes.
Maybe not here, but I think
But
that was
definitely
still
there were definitely tribes that were selling other tribes to the white man before they got here.
yeah,
That
like
much I
there's
know is true.
slaves in
Okay.
Greece and everywhere
Right.
too.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously they went over there with their ships and um,
Yeah, I'm not
had
saying it was good. I'm just saying
it
like,
was exploitative, like
yes,
in the same way that they still exploit Africa today.
yeah, sadly,
Right.
Let us, take your natural resources and, here's a
people.
bunch
That
of
was
money.
people at the time.
Here's a bunch of money for leadership and nothing for,
They're people.
the vast majority of the population.
Right.
But like here it was, definitely a different, type of slavery in that it was number one, racially motivated. So, slavery had, existed, for thousands of years at least. And it was, mainly a thing that happened, along with war. They, went to war with a place and then, captured people. And but so what was different about this American slavery or chattel slavery is that, people weren't considered, people. They were considered property, just like fucking dogs.
Right.
Okay. So like, if you and normal slaves would have been able to, eventually, they say, oh yeah, they were indentured servants, they called them slaves. No, they weren't, because at the end of whatever period of indentured servitude that they had, they were allowed to, go free. And also their children were allowed to be free. Whereas in America, the slavery that we had here,
Not the case.
they were fucking breeding human beings in order to produce more
Mm-hmm.
slaves. So the slave trade stopped at some point, maybe around the late 1700s, early 1800s. So there weren't really any more slaves being brought here, but yet the slave population grew because they were breeding slaves here. And you know, along with that came, a lot of dehumanization and frankly violence
Right.
in order to, keep order because and let's be clear, this was a small subset of the population that owned slaves. It wasn't like, in the South, everyone owned slaves. There were, you know, uh, large plantations with their owners who would own slaves, but the vast majority of, poor, white people did not own slaves at all. Um, but they were, convinced of, the benefits of upholding a, society that in which slavery was legal. And they, in order to continue to own slaves, they had to convince the, at least a large segment of poor white people that, black people were inferior. And, this
Keep
is
the
why
rhetoric.
they're slavery. This is why, slavery should be allowed. And, because it didn't benefit them.
No, right.
But, you know, it, so the way slavery was done in this country was like really different than, anywhere else in history.
Right. Most people don't know
Um,
that too.
That's
and
that's something they need to teach in school, like the
Yeah.
full fucking
oh,
history of
Like the
what
real
oh, that
what
history. Yeah.
actually happened.
yeah, I mean, they won't teach that in school.
Of course not.
And
Yeah.
it's too much of a touchy subject, and
See, the problem
they
is,
they don't even want to teach that, like, what we learned in school
right.
anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Even what we
It's
own.
hard enough.
Right.
It's hard enough to keep things that are just basic facts in our history books.
But see,
Yeah,
that's my problem with all this in general, though, because like you can't rewrite history and you can't lie about
Oh,
history
you can,
but you try to make
and
your country
you
look better
can
than it is. You right, you can try
history,
to, but
well, all right.
doesn't make it right.
and you can
You know what I mean?
You
succeed.
you can rewrite history, but you have to get all those who remember the old history out.
Out. Yeah, that's true too. Right. That's a really sickening situation there because
It's funny. You think about the world and the things that happen in the world every day. And you say to yourself, you're like, oh, it's like nothing happens in the world that happens in movies. Shit happens in the world that movies haven't even touched yet because the sensitive nature of it is
right.
fucking crazy. It'll blow your mind off.
Yeah.
Literally. It's just, you think of conspiracy theories and like things people do that are vindictive or just fucking petty at best. And then you see the effects they have on other people, and then they keep that shit secret to themselves, and they ruin lives and families and businesses and jobs and the economy and the country. It's like, yeah, you know what it is? It's the greed. It's
Yeah,
definitely the
entirely.
greed.
Always comes down to the greed. And actually,
Greed.
on an irrelevant but random note, I wanted to bring up was when you think about even just the past, let's just say for argument's sake, 50 to like 70 years,
Yep.
anything that has been passed, whether it was women's rights, the civil rights, it was never a Republican passing. It was always the Democratic side that proposed it and then passed it. So I would love, I think I've asked this a few maybe weeks, maybe months ago, and I didn't get anything yet. So I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask you again anyway. Name me just two things that the Republicans passed in the past, say 50 years that benefits the average American and not the upper class or the 1%. You can't. You can't
Well,
because it doesn't exist.
I mean, Reagan passed the um, emergency treatment and I think it's EMTALA, emergency medical treatment and something act. But in
Does
any
it still
case,
exist even?
yeah, so
Oh,
that's the
that's
law that
surprising.
says that if you go to a hospital, they have to treat you. They can't just like
Put a
send you
band-aid
out
and
and
foot
let
you
you
out.
die. Well, not even a band-aid. Like before that, hospitals could say, "Oh, you don't have money, get
Good
leave.
luck.
Like
Yeah.
go take your bloody corpse somewhere else." You know, and so that's a decent thing.
But
You
isn't
know,
he also in charge of these bullshit Reaganomics that still doesn't work to this day?
well,
Trickle down, in other words.
I mean, I guess that's a theory of, that he had.
And
But
it's a failed theory because it clearly doesn't work.
but you know, you got to give credit where it's due. That was one decent thing that
That is one
Republicans
decent
did.
thing. Then I guess we could say that.
Yeah,
Finally,
but
Um,
look how
somewhat
far
it's
back you had to go to get it.
Medicare Part D was done by George W. Bush.
Probably begrudgingly, though.
isn't that finished
No,
now though? Didn't Trump
no,
just get rid of that or something?
no. It
For the old
was
people, right? Something I could have swore they just like got rid of it. Like
no,
recently, to the past like couple of weeks.
no. It was
We covered this a couple of
right,
weeks ago.
right. I forget exactly what it was, but it was like part of it was like part of it, but not
All of it.
yeah, it was an aspect of it, but not, the whole program.
Jesus. You know it's bad when we're sitting here talking about what's left. Never mind
Yeah.
what we're getting, you know. We're over here like, what do we have left? Do we have rights anymore? Like you know, I don't know, I can't call it anymore, man, but I don't know if there's gonna be anything to call if this keeps up. But hopefully this November we could maybe see the change this country needs, not only for the country, but for the world at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can tell other countries they're fucking fed up with us, and I don't blame them one bit. I really don't.
I
Most of
mean,
Europe,
even Trump did something I think that's positive. Is it's the
Oh dear.
those Trump accounts. Um, I hate that they're called Trump accounts because,
Oh, for the kids.
right. Um, that seems to be a positive program that, benefits people.
does it
I
does it actually work though? Because you can't go by what he says. You know what I mean? So like, is this actually in writing and in motion, and we
yeah,
can see the
yeah.
effects of it? Because I don't know anything
Yes.
into
You
too in depth about that.
yes, but I would I mean it's still early, so
That's what I feel like it is. It's just
A
a tip of the
shark, right?
iceberg. It's the tip of the iceberg before you're gonna fucking snack up and you want something.
I don't blame him
It's
for thinking that way, to
I
be
don't
honest,
know.
either.
But yeah, no, I
well,
understand like the mistrust. I mean, Trump doing something,
but
Or
any
I mean,
anyone, right?
anything
I don't know
done.
if that's the official name, the Trump account probably is
Probably, yeah,
because
probably.
you know, it's not like Obamacare. Like people don't that was like a negative term that Republicans used to attack the Affordable Care
Care
Act.
Act, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's like, oh,
but now
Obamacare.
everyone just refers to it as Obamacare.
Right. But
Like,
that's the funniest part about it too. There was so many people that are so dumb they didn't realize that they were both one and the same thing. So like,
oh
no, I
yeah,
love the Affordable Care Act, but I hate Obamacare. I'm like, what?
right?
What? Like,
Sir, that's like saying you hate lemons, but you love lemonade.
yeah, right? Like,
No, it's like saying that you hate lemons,
But
but you love lemons because it's the same
it's the
fucking
same thing,
thing.
yeah. Like,
I hate lemons, but I love those yellow sour fruits.
right? They put them on the water or the rim of the
Exactly.
glass.
It's crazy.
You just can't make this shit up, man. I
All
tell
right.
you.
I'm going to leave all you folks out there with a little project for the next time we come on the show. For those of you who do the comments or anything like that, if you were president, what would you do to change things from the way they are to make it better for everybody in the world? I mean, that would be a great conversation for the next episode. Maybe we'll do that next episode. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Right,
Like,
right.
what would you do?
It's an interesting
You were
question.
president and you had the power to change things. Like, not just you as the president, but like the House and the Senate were in your favor. I don't even know what to fucking call them anymore because they're not the Supreme Court. They're just a bunch
There,
of people
right.
who don't work for the country anymore, apparently. But like, if you had all that stuff in your favor and anything you wanted, more or less within reason, to like change the country to do things for better, what would it be? Would it be like things like, I don't know, salary limits? Like you can only make X amount of money from your salary, or maybe bonuses. Like, you know, who needs more than $1 million a year? Seriously, I mean,
My thing too is no one needs $1 billion.
No one needs $1 billion.
No one needs, because people. I've said this before in the past too, but like I don't think people are really full aware of the difference from 0 to $1 million and $1 million to $1 billion.
Yeah,
there is a big difference from 0 to $1 million and then $1 million to $1 billion.
So yeah,
you know what
put
I mean?
it this way: if $100,000 to you is like, wow, that's life-changing money, 10 times that is $1 million. That's like, holy shit. 1,000 times $1 million is what $1 billion is. That's 1,000 people's lives having life-changing money 10 times over.
Yeah, because you realize even with that kind of money, you really could end world hunger and have plenty of money for 10 lifetimes.
People would have houses. People could pay their bills. People wouldn't have to worry about like somebody getting sick in the future or something, their car breaking down, because they'd have the money to be able to take care of it.
Right.
Most of the money in this country is getting fed up to the 1%.
Yeah.
And it's really because of the way
like
the
12
system
people.
works. The system has to keep cranking in the black. Has to be keep it in the black. Got to keep my investors happy. Because if they take the money somewhere else, I'll have no money. I mean, yeah, that's the way the things work. But like, it's choking the life out of the middle class.
Yeah.
To the point it's going to be no middle class. It'll be a bunch of,
if there even is,
it'll be the really poor, the poor people with jobs, and the rich.
Yeah, and that's it. And they'll be the ones running the show, really, because they can buy elections. Apparently, that's okay to do now.
We'll be indentured slaves, but under the guise of a paycheck.
Okay, everyone, that's all we got for this week on Strange Planet Podcast. New episodes are every Friday on YouTube. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Peace. May God help us all.